Hello and welcome to the studio where we paint away the stress of everyday life. So I'm looking at my palette. I was given a challenge to use some paint that people have seen in my drawer over the years. I've got a drawer full of paint, and I thought, well, a couple of these tubes have gone really hard, so I had to throw them away. But the ones I've got here, these are really weird colours, actually. I've got a Windsor Violet, a deep turquoise, a warm grey, and I got a Mars Black. I have got some burnt umber, ultramarine blue, burnt umber, what's that, Hooker's Green, and a bit of titanium white, and that's the Mars Black there. So all I've added besides them there is the Hooker's Green and burnt umber and titanium white. So these, yeah, I've had these in the drawer a while. I had these in the drawer in a while. So the other thing that I was asked was come up with an easy, basic, and you know me, I do easy and basic, painting with snow and something. Okay, so I've been looking at this canvas now for about 10 minutes, trying to come up with an idea of what I can paint. So I'm going to put just a line there, just like a horizon line type of thing. It's a guideline for me there. I'm also going to come down, so that's going to be the center roughly there. Okay, so I want to put something in the background. I don't want a lot of sky showing. Maybe a little bit of sky just poking through there. There's going to be trees and things there. It's going to be some sort of snow scene. I'm thinking of doing something as a focal point, but I want to incorporate maybe some water or something, just to bring that. I need to draw the eye. I need to draw the eye in to that area there, but I need a background first. Anyway, yes, it's going to be a tough one, this one. Right, let's get a little bit of kitchen paper. One of my cameras is still broken. I really, if I was completely honest with you, I can't afford to buy a new one at the moment, and because money is very, very tight with ourselves in this country, with cost of living and all that type of thing. So there's a nice, that is a nice colour. Windsor Violet. It just gives that bit of a. I was expecting that a little bit more blue actually, but it's quite a very pale blue. Let's put a little bit of this turquoise in it. How does that look? This is gone a bit sticky, this blue. Oof. I'll just put that in. There's a different type of sky altogether. But I don't know. I quite like that. I like that. That's all I want to do, is put a bit of blue in there. Put a bit there, a bit there. Let's just get a little bit of this. What's turquoise? That's the turquoise, and that's the Windsor Violet. What's that? What colour would that make if I mix that together then? That's quite a nice. That's quite a nice blue, actually. Look at that. See, you don't know sometimes until you try these things. And I've had that paint in the drawer for I don't know how long. I really have. I'm going to get what I call a stippling brush. This is just basically a bristle brush. Now, I'm going to get some green and some white. Very pale green. So we got blue and orange, which are complements. We've also got orange and violets. So you got a yellow orange. Or yellow going into the violet-y colour. So yellow and yellow orange would be nice with that. This turquoisey blue is a complement to that would be like an orange or something. So let's just put some. I'm just going to do a mass of trees. A bit of foliage. I'll darken that up in a minute. But at the moment, I want it a bit lighter. Excuse me if I'm coughing a little bit. Please forgive me, because as you know, if you followed me before or you followed me recently, you know I've just come back from holiday from Tenerife, and it was really lovely, by the way. Just wanted to put that out there. I really enjoyed myself. It was a holiday that I needed to recuperate from different things, mainly stresses of life and stuff. So I'm just going to darken that up as we come into this corner there. And I had a fantastic holiday. Now, I stopped smoking, cigarette smoking, well over 10 years ago, 12, maybe 12 years now, or something like that. And I got this, and I don't know if anybody else has this, but I get this nasty reaction to cigarette smoking. Now, I'm not moaning with people that smoke. I'm not. But you can smoke and vape if you want to. It's your choice. It's a lie. It's our human right. Excuse me. I'll just cut that cough out. It's our human right to be able to do what we want to do, and freedom and things like that. But you wouldn't think so sometimes with the governments these days. But there you go. That's another story. And I get this terrible sinus problem, and it kicked off my sinuses, and I was quite ill when I came home, because we went from like 30-degree heat, 30 degrees centigrade, into minus 3 or minus 4 on the night we arrived, because my car was full of ice, and I had my shorts on, so it wasn't the best thing to wear really. It was shorts, but it made sense when I was abroad, but it didn't really make sense when I come back to Wales. So there we go. I need to put a bit more green on my palette, I think. I want to darken that up a bit. I want to put some. That's looking quite nice, actually. I quite like that. I want to put some snow into this. Okay, so let me get a little bit more green. Yeah, so I was quite ill, and I wasn't very well at all, actually, when I came home. But I put that green. And so I haven't really been able to get into the studio as much as I wanted to, because it's quite cold in Wales this time of year. And I've trying to save money. Not putting the heating on is not a good thing to do, really. But you know, when time is short, we need to cut back on certain things, and unfortunately, that includes my studio heating bill. So let's just put some shadows in there. Yeah. So our Prime Minister Keir Starmer decided to cut back on the winter fuel allowance this year, so it doesn't affect me directly, but I feel sorry for the pensioners that are in need of that money. It's £500 a year that the government used to give, and they don't give it anymore, and it's quite a sad thing to think that some of our pensioners that have worked all their lives are in a position that they can't even heat their house in the winter, because it's either heating or eating. And the way the prices of food are concerned today, like it is everywhere, I'm not saying it's just the UK. For a minute, we're all feeling it. And yeah, I'm not going to go into politics, but I got my own views on that, as we all have. Anyway, that's quite nice. So we've got that little distance there. I think maybe if you hear a squeak, that's off my. I got a pair of Crocs on. I got a pair of Crocs on, so it's squeaking on my chair actually. There we are. Let's just darken. Let's get a bit more. Let's get a bit of black actually there. There we are. That looks good. That looks good. Look even better when we put some snow in anyway. Ooh, okay. So what I'm going to do is dry that off with a hairdryer. And we'll come back and we'll do a little bit down there and then see what else we can come up with. But I quite like that. As I was, it's not dry by any way, but as I was doing that, I picked up my palette knife and I thought, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to just put a few little, just draw a few little lines in like this. Look at that. Just scrape a little bit of paint off before it dries on me. How easy is that? How easy is that? I can't get over that. That's good. Okay, so deedle deedle dee, 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 dee. I need a brush. I need a brush. Is this going to be okay? I think I need a bigger brush than that. Have I got? Well, I got a drawer full of brushes. I don't know why I keep using the same ones. I'm going to use this little filbert. A filbert brush is basically rounded like that. So I just pick up any brush I want. I don't really worry about it. So a bit of turquoise. It's turquoise sweet blue and a bit of this Windsor violet. I quite like that violet. It's nice. And let's get just going on a like a thing like that. Looks so make it look like as if it's a river coming. Yeah, we need to make that. Whew. Now all I'm doing is it's a bit narrow there, and as I'm coming forward, this is getting a little bit wider. And it doesn't matter if it comes all the way over to the edges like this. It doesn't matter. That looks like it's going in now. Can you see? Can you see what I'm trying to do there? In fact, I'm going to bring that all the way down to there, like that. Wow. Bit of white on the brush. Just basically white on the brush. And let's just mix a little bit of this in, just like that. I could be going all the way over there, couldn't I? I was watching the Gremlins the other night, and it was so funny. Do you know, it's a wonderful film, Gremlins. I wasn't so fussy on Gremlins 2, by the way, but I didn't quite like that one. Just put in just a touch of black in the water like this. Let's get that. Let's get some burnt umber. And bring burnt umber and white down in our grass area there. Bit of moisture. Don't worry about using too much water. Well, I say too much water. You don't want to use more than about 40-45%. But if you're painting on cardboard, which is primarily what I paint on, then it doesn't really matter, because the cardboard actually soaks in the paint, which makes life a little bit easier. Like that. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm just actually making this up as I go along. I really am. I try to make things up as I go along. It would be nice if we put do you know, I'm wondering whether, I wonder if that would work. Let me just get my palette knife a minute and put something. Oh, no, I think that might spoil it actually. I don't know. Could I do that? I don't know. Yes, it's a challenge, that's for sure. Right, let's get really wish I should sort my brushes out, you know. Look, I got so many brushes. They're all shapes and sizes and all over the shop here. And I got some brushes I really like and others I don't. I'm going to make a very thin wishy-washy paint now. So I want to put a bit of a line there like that, just to make it look as if it's a bit of a bank. Maybe it's just water flowing along that bank like that. I'm sorry I had to cut the camera then, I was mid-cough. Not good. Not good at all. Right, let's put a little bit of shadow now. Just under there. Just a little bit like that. So what we could do now is get a little bit of this green. A bit of reflection in the water of the trees and things. Don't want a lot. Don't want a lot. Just a little bit of refraction in there like that. Looks quite good. We got to put some snow on in a minute. That's going to be fun. In actual fact, let's do that now, shall we? Let's get some snow, because we want to make this a wintry scene, don't we? And we'll think about something in the foreground in a second. So I'm just going to get a slight bit of burn umber to this snow. I don't want it bright white. Bright white. I just put a bit of snow in. Bit of that green showing through, which is good. Maybe I haven't fallen everywhere. Maybe it's just melting a little bit. Maybe it's just melting now. Maybe it's melting. There you go. Maybe it's just melting a bit. A bit of snow. You know, when it goes that slushy looking dirty colour. Maybe when you're creating stuff like this, sometimes things work and sometimes it doesn't work. But we'll persevere with it. Never give up. Try not to give up. You might think, oh, I messed it up now. And I do that all the time. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to get a little bit of brighter white now. And sometimes I think, oh, no, I've done it now, haven't I? Can I put that video out? Or how am I gonna sell this painting type of thing? And then, you know, you just keep at it and all of a sudden it will work. It does work. There we are. I was going to put a bridge in there, to be honest. I was thinking about putting a bridge in, but now I've done this, I don't want to put the bridge in. I'm just happy with it as is. I was going to put a bridge there. That's what I was trying to scrape out with my palette knife, and I thought, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I'll just persevere with just basic colours. I want to make this water look cold. Let's just get a bit of It's going to be a little bit of refraction of the snow anyway, isn't there, in the water? It's bound to be. It's just that. There we go. What's missing now is some trees with some snow on. Let's put some... You know, sometimes you get that like wispy, very, very fine... I'm just checking my cameras as I'm talking. You know, you get that wispy, very fine, like dusty snow. And sometimes it just catches on these branches and things. And that's what we want to try and do. But keeping that green. You know, not all trees die in the winter months and autumn and stuff. Sometimes you get a bit of greenery. Well, we do in Wales anyway. There's quite a few trees that don't lose their greenness as such. And it would be a sad painting if we didn't have any leaves, I don't think. So use your painter's creativity when it comes to things like that. And just get that cold snow look. And we want a little bit more whiter stuff down there, because this is going to be little bushes and things, and these are going to be covered in snow, just like that. It was a little bit thick, but it's okay, we'll work with it. We'll just put another one there, just to make it balance it out a bit. Put some more then this side as well. It's a Christmas painting exercise, basically. Why not? Just have fun. Now we're going to put a little bit of black shadow there. Maybe there's a few rocks there, and a few more rocks. Just shining, poking through. There we are. Just like that. Get a bit of this very thin, icy. Do you know, I'm really enjoying this today. And as I said, I was going to put a bridge in there. I'm really enjoying that. I really am. Let's get a few. Frosty leaves, so this could be early in the morning now, because it's going to be frosty, with that icy, frosty feeling. You've got that slight warmth coming off the water, but it's causing that reeds and things just to like crystallize. There you go. Let's get a bit of burnt umber, and I'm just playing now. I'm just thinking, you know, what could be there? Maybe there's a few more reeds and things there like that. Maybe there's a bit of a whatever that is. I don't know what that is. You make it up. Let's get some snow on it. Snow just been catching there like that. The trees in the background, it's just melted slightly over there. The temperature's slightly higher over there what it is now. I want to put some snow on, so I'm just going to make a really wishy-washy paint. And what I want to do is just flick. Oops, that's a bit too thick. I want to flick some snow. Just falling down. There's a little bit of a big lump there. rub that in like that. There we go. Just get that. So there's a cloud just passed over. It's just a little flurry. Just a little flurry of snow. Just coming down. You've got that misty, cold river coming. And you've just got that snow breaking through with that cloud. It's just a little flurry. It could be a nice wintry morning scene. There you go. Have a bit of fun. Thank you very much for joining me in the studio. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I love all your comments and your subscriptions. I can't get to everybody's comments because it's virtually impossible. We're over 300,000 subscribers now. But I will respond to the ones that I think need help. So thank you very much and have a wonderful Christmas and have a go at just creating something from nothing. Bye.